Hey, this is Chris, and I am chucking dice. Appreciate you watching my video. Today, I am going to play a crapless strategy, and I made a crapless video previously. It's been quite a while, maybe over a year ago, and it was actually one of my most watched videos. But I made some errors in it. I think I had some math wrong on the payouts and whatnot. So I'm going to make another video, and I actually saw a strategy on one of the craps forums, Heavy's craps forum, and I believe the gentleman who said it originally is called his handle is Gargoyle. And anyway, so credit to Gargoyle for this concept. But this is a crapless strategy that I like the concept of, and it uses the fields to win money that you place on the outside numbers. So I'm going to just show you how crapless works a little bit, and maybe this will help you on your crapless journey. So crapless is different than craps in that there is no craps come out loser on the pass line. There's no don't pass either. So this don't pass line here doesn't exist on a crapless table. I have it on my table because I have a regular table, and I'm just using these printouts that I made to show the 2, 3, 11, and 12. Normally, on a crapless table, you're not going to have the don't pass. There's no dark side play on most crapless tables, although I've heard that some let you lay bets. But for our purposes, we're not going to talk about that. Uh, the field and the come all exist, and when a point is made, so if you roll a 2, 3, 11, or 12, um, you don't get paid or lose on the pass line, but the point is set. So let's say we get a point of 3, the puck moves to the 3, and now you've got to make a pass. You've got to make a point of 3 to win the pass line bet. The only bet that wins on the come out is a 7, a natural, just like always. So if you have a $10 pass line and a 7 is rolled, you're going to win. If you have a 2, 3, 11, or 12, you're not going to win. You're going to make the point and have to hit it again to get paid on the pass line. The other interesting thing about crapless is that those outside numbers are now box numbers, and they pay like box numbers. Now, you know how the 4 through the 10 pays, I assume at this point, but a place bet on the 2 or 12 is going to pay 11 to 2. 11 to 2. And that means a $10 bet, just as an example, a $10 table. A $10 bet on the 2 or the 12 is going to win $55. It's going to win $11 for every $2 bet. Now, on the 3 and 11, a place bet is going to pay 11 to 4. 11 to 4. So you want to make that proper because of the way it pays. You're going to want a $12 bet on the 3 or the 11, and that $12 bet's going to pay $33. You can also buy those, the 2, 3, 11, and 12. You can buy them. A buy on the 2 or 12 is going to pay 6 to 1. My local casino lets you start buying at $15. So $15 bet will pay 6 to 1, and a buy bet on the 3 or 11 is going to pay 3 to 1. Now, my local casino, which is my reference point, also lets you buy both the 3 and 11 for a dollar. So technically you can buy it at $15, and that will actually cost you just $1 to buy both the 3 and 11 for $15, which I think is interesting. So they don't round up, they just let you play both of them. I assume they do that on the 2 and 12 too, although I don't remember for sure. But it's a little cheaper to buy because you can buy them both for $1, and they'll let you start doing that at $15, and they pay again the 2 or 12 pay 6 to 1, the 3 and 11 pay 3 to 1. So keep that in mind, and I'm going to play out a basic strategy. Again, this is one I saw on Heavy's Craps forum. So, and I'm going to play a I'm not going to play a pass line because I'm not going to be the shooter. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to play this out as a random roller, and that means I'm not gonna be playing the pass line. I'm just playing on the table as someone else is shooting. And let's see how this goes. So we need to get a point established. But what I'm gonna do is start with an $18 6 and 8. And let's see, I'm gonna need to get some change. It's gonna be $4 change to me. and 6 each for the 6 and 8. There we go. Okay. Now, 4 in my rack. I'm not playing the pass line. What I am playing is a $10 field. And I'm playing the field because I am going to do two different things at the same time. So the first thing I'm going to do is if a field hits, I'm going to place the 2, 3, 11, or 12. Probably start with the inside, the 3 and 11. And I'm going to use that to place the outside numbers. If the inside numbers hit, then I'm going to place the other traditional inside box numbers, starting with the 5 and 9, and then pressing out to the 4 and 10. Hopefully, between the two bets, I'm going to cover the entire crapless table. So I'll show you how that works as we roll it out. And I am risking 18 each on the 6 and 8 plus 10. That's $36, $56. So I have a $300 bankroll. That's probably lower than I need to have for this strategy, but that's how it is. So here we go. Coming out. Everything's working on the come out. And we have a 10, 5, a hard 10, 5 and a 5. So 10 is the point, and we're going to win 10 on that field bet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by placing the 3. Now I do need to add $2 because it is. I probably should do is just start with a $12 field anyway, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to place the 3 to get started. That's my first outcome because a field rolled. I'm placing the extreme outside with that. And there's a 10, a hard 10 back. That's back-to-back hard 10s. That's incredible. Point made, no problem. For me, that's just going to be another $10 winner in the field. I'm going to add $2 to it, and I'm going to place the 11. Now, that is our second roll, but now we have the 3 and the 11 covered, and I am working because working everything because of the strategy, and I don't want to miss out on the 3 and the 11 hitting, so I'm going to just keep on working everything. There's 2 aces, wrong time to make the 2, but here's a perfect example. Puck was off, so we are setting a point. A 2 is not a loser on the pass line. We are going to have a point of 2. So the point is now on the 2 and was working. That 2 is going to pay double, which is good. So it's going to pay 10 and 20. Now what I can do is because I hit the 2, I can go ahead and place the 2 and the 12. Since the point is 2 and I don't have a pass line, I'm okay just placing that. Now, I do have the outside numbers covered now. My place bet, I suppose, I don't remember if there was a thought on what to do when the place bets are already placed, but I'm going to keep the field, and I'm going to go ahead and use this as sort of an iron cross to place the other inside numbers. Here we go. And there's an 8, a 6, and a 2. All right, so 8 is going to be a loser in the field, and it's going to win 21. I've got $18 on those. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take I'm going to replace the field, and I'm going to add the 5 for 10 and pocket the 1. There's a 10. All right, 5, 5. That's the third hard 10 this shooter. What, in about 6 or 7 rolls, maybe? We've rolled 3 hard 10s. All right, that's going to pay in the field. I'm going to take that field win, and now we're going to go ahead and place the 9. All right. 12 midnight. All right, so that is perfect. We have a midnight with the placed for $10, and we got 10 in the field, which is going to win double. So let's go ahead and place that field. Oops, that field first is going to win 20. Now the 12, because it's just placed, it's not purchased yet. I haven't bought it yet. I've just placed it. Purchased, that's funny. I haven't bought it. So $10 placed on the 12 is going to pay 11 to 2. So that 10 is going to win $55. All right, so I'm going to pay 50 plus 5. It's one of the reasons I love the crapless table so much. If you can get it to pay, it pays so well. So now I've got all of this, and I'm just going to collect it. Collect it, and we're ready to go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to collect all of it because I won 20 in the field, and I'm going to go ahead and place the 4 and the 10. and collect all the rest of it. Now, there's no need for the field anymore, so I'm just going to take the field down. The field has accomplished its goal. I've got all the box numbers placed, so no need for the field anymore. 5 fever, all right, a 4 and a 1, 5. And that's going to pay 14, and I'm going to pay 15 for 1. I'm just going to collect. In this version of the strategy, I'm just collecting every time. There's a 6, and that's a 5 and a 1. That's going to pay 14, and I don't have any change, so I'll just pay it properly. It's $14. All right. 5 fever, no field 5. 4 and a 1. That'll pay 15, and this time I'll pay 15 for 1. Just rack that up. All right. 6 to 8. All right, 8. Now the 8, I do have 3 units on it still, so that's going to pay $21. And tell you what, I've got 18 each on the 6 and 8 at this point. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm going to press the 5 and 9 up 1. I'm going to press the 4 and 10 up 1. And collect the 1. I'll take that hit like that. Play it up. Aces. All right, good deal. Aces. Double the bubble. And that is the point actually hit. So we made the point of 2. That is difficult to do. Okay, so aces, I have no field anymore. So what I'm going to win is I'm going to win $55 on that placed 10. 2 greens, 1 red. I'm just going to rack that. And the point is made, so the puck is now going off. What are we going to do? Probably at this point, after a good roll, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to work the outside, and I'm going to leave the inside off. So they'll do something like this, and I'm going to tell them, work the 2, 3, 11, and 12. Keep the inside bets off on the come out. And there's a 7. All right, so perfect example of why I like to do this. What's going to happen, all these inside bets are off. I did work the 2, 3, 11, and 12. So I'm going to need 44 outside to replace those outside bets. So I'm going to get 6 in change from my 50. And there's $50 to the house. And they're going to keep up my outside bets. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to work the outside numbers. I don't want those horn numbers to hit without being on. So inside action's off. Outside action is on. Oops, I can't hold the dice. Here we go, coming out. And there's another 7. All right. 2 7s in a row. Again, the inside box numbers are off. The outside are on. I'm going to take 50 for 6 and change. Now I've got a dilemma here because I am of the belief that if I get 2 come out 7s in a row, what's the likelihood that a third one is going to roll? Now I know gambler's fallacy, yes, the third one can happen, and it does happen. I've seen it. But it's not as likely, and I'm going to take a risk. I've got everything working now. Everything is working. The whole thing. I'm not going to believe that I'm going to get 3 come out 7s in a row, and I'm going to take my shots here at hitting an inside number. So here we go. Everything's working. Oh, oh, ouch. We got a third 7. All right. So 7 out on the come out, and we wipe everything off the board. So that is a painful example of why it's very risky to play all of the bets on the come out. So listen, I'm going to do this. That was just nuts. 3 come out 7s in a row. I am going to need to replace the 44 outside. Let's do that. That is just a travesty. All right, so 6 and change. There's my outside action. I have 18 inside, so on each on the 6 and 8, that's 36. So 25, 35, 36 to keep the 6 and 8 up. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I don't know that I would ever do that for real. It gets risky. I like to do it on my table when I'm practicing, but man, that third 7 just killed me. But it is what it is. Okay, so we've got all this here, and we're back up with $10 field because we, oh, you know what? Actually, I replaced the outside, but I'm going to pull those down because those were lost on the 7, and now I'm essentially starting over. So I already paid for these because I replaced the, I took 50 out of my rack, so I'm going to put that back. So I'm starting over. We are resetting. We lost everything, and it's the same shooter making 3 come out naturals, and now we are still working for a new point with the same shooter now. Now everything's working again. There's an 8. All right, so we finally got a point. Point is 8. That 8 is we're gonna lose the field, and it's gonna get paid 21. I need to replace the field, and I'm gonna place the 3 and add $1 from my rack. All right, so the field. Oh no, I'm not gonna replace the 3. Sorry, the 8 hit. So the 8, I'm gonna buy. Let's try it this way. It won 21. I'm gonna place the 5 and 9, and I'm replacing the 10 from my rack. That's the way we're gonna do it. The field is sort of a separate bet in this case. Every time an inside bet hits, I am going to I'm gonna press inside numbers. So there's a yo 11. I don't have it placed yet, but the field is going to win 10, and I'm going to use that field since it was a field hit. I'm going to replace the 3. All right, replace the 3, not replace it. There's a 9. All right, so that 8 hit allowed me to place the 9, and now I hit the 9. The 9 also is a field winner, so that creates a unique scenario. What's going to happen is I'm going to win 10 in the field, and I'm going to win 14 for the place bet. I'm going to pay 15 for 1. And now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, so the 9 hit allows me to place the inside numbers, right? So that 9, I'm going to place the 10, pocket the 5. And now for the field hit, I'm going to take the 11, that's starting inside out on those outside numbers, and we're all set up and ready to go. 9, all right, back-to-back 9, so we do it all again, 6, 3. So that's going to be a field winner of 10, and it's going to be 14 for the place bet. And I'm going to use the place bet to place the 4, because that's what happens with the inside numbers. And I'm going to use the field to place the 12. We'll start there. All right. One more roll and I'll be good to go. 8. All right. 8's the point. That's cool. No worries there. We're going to get paid a little bit. So that 8 is going to lose the field. We're going to get paid 21. But now I don't need the field anymore because this will be the last $10 that I use to take that last outside number, which is the 12. And I've got $11 left. I'm just going to rack that. I do not need a field bet anymore because now I have all the box numbers covered. But now we just made the point and we're back in a pickle. Do I work them or do I not work them? So I'm going to go back with the original strategy. I'm going to work those outside numbers, and I'm going to turn off the entire inside. So all the place bets inside are off. The 2, 3, 11, and 12 are on, and we are same shooter made their point coming out. 4, all right. 3, 1, 4. No worries. I would have got paid on it, but I didn't because I was off. So now everything's working again. Standard play at this point. We're working everything. Point of 4. Here we go. 3, craps 3. All right, we got a craps number. Good deal. That 3 has 12 on it. It's just a place bet at this point. That's going to pay 11 to 4. So a $12 3 is going to pay $33. So 25, 30. 1, 2, 3. All right. Just rack that for now. Here we go. 5, fever, no field 5. 3 and a 2, that is going to pay 14, and I'm going to pay 15 for 1 because I'm flush with white chips. All right, here we go. 8, easy 8. 6 and a 2. It has 3 units on it still, so that's going to pay 21. And you know what I'm going to do? This time, I'm going to go ahead and place the 5 and 9, or take the 5 and 9 up 1 unit. I'm going to take the 4 and 10 up 1 unit. And now I've got 96 across on the inside, box numbers, keeping the outside at 2 units each. And there's a 7 out, all right? Should have just kept that last one. 7 out. Wipes everything off the table. And starts it all over again. All right, so I'm going to keep that 36 inside on the 4, and on the 6 and 8, and just pay that out of my rack to keep it up. There's 35, 36. That's $18, 6 and 8, just because that's the base foundation of this strategy. And $10 back in the field. And we're going to have a new shooter coming out. And let's see where we're at. About 21 minutes. So we'll keep going a little bit. We'll do it one more time, maybe. Working to come out. Always working on the come out here. There's a 5, 4, 1, 5. All right. No field 5. So what we lose in the field, and that's what happens sometimes. So we'll lose the field and replace that. All right. 6. Easy 6. It's going to lose the field. And get paid 21. And because it's an inside hit, we're going to go ahead and place the 5 and the 9. Pocket the 1. And we need 10 more in the field. And there's a 7. All right, 7 out. 4, 3. In this case, we lose everything. And we're done. Game over. And I don't know. Let's see where we're at. There is 100. Got 200. 225. Oops. 250. 255. 60. 65. 69. 269. So I'm down about 31 bucks. And $31, you can see this allows you on a longer roll to get all those bets covered. We did hit them several times, and if in fact if we had not lost that, if we hadn't lost the come out 7 that third time, remember we had 3 sevens in a row, and I worked everything on that third 7. If I hadn't done that and I'd pulled all that back in my rack, I would have been up a good amount. So again, thanks to Gargoyle on Axis Power Craps Heavy's discussion board for the concept of using this strategy on the crapless. I really like it, and I'm going to practice it a little more. Next time I have an opportunity to play at the crapless tables, this probably is something that I'd be interested in playing with. So hope you enjoyed it, and if you've never played crapless before, I'd encourage you to get out there and give it a try. Just see what you think. It's a different experience. I wouldn't like to play it all the time, but some of the time it's a good change of pace. Anyway, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time.